Hello everyone, welcome back to Nude Wellness. I'm Selena. If you're new here, this is the place where we strip away your limiting beliefs. It's so great to be back. I like to talk about manifesting through the lens of the law of assumption. I have a bunch of notes here today just to make sure I cover everything. Today's topic, I want to talk about what I would say to someone if they came to me and they're like, okay, look, I have been consciously manifesting this thing for over a year now. What's the go? So before I jump into things, my disclaimer as always, just use discernment, okay? We're all adults here. Take what resonates, discard what doesn't. You're in charge, your reality, your rules. Okay, number one. What I would say to someone if they said to me that they had been consciously manifesting for over a year, I would say, be fucking honest with yourself. Like, be brutally honest. If we could get a printout of every single thought you've had for the past year, 6 months, 3 months, a month, a week, however long, and we were able to highlight in red the old story, say in yellow the new story, what color would we be dominantly seeing and looking at? Would we be seeing lots of red or lots of yellow? Because what you are dominantly marinating in, what you are accepting, what you are ruminating in, the dominant stories you tell yourself, that is what is going to impact your state of being, impact your state of consciousness, and that's what you're going to start experiencing in your 3D. So be fucking honest with yourself. The next kind of layer to that is, in regards to being honest with yourself, are you actually sticking to it? Have you really been consciously manifesting this thing for a year? Or are you consciously manifesting for a month? And then you fuck around for 3 months, you go, yeah, I'm done, like whatever. You might have had the desire for a year, but you haven't actually been doing the work for a year. A month here, a month there, 6 months on, 3 months off. And you're like, oh my God, why isn't this thing working? It's like, have you actually been disciplined with your mental diet and with your conscious techniques, your state of being, all the things we know we need to be doing? Really be honest with yourself. Okay. Number two, what I would say to that is, are you then introducing new limiting beliefs? So say a period of time goes by, whether that's a month, 6 months, 3 months, a year, it's different for everyone. And then you'll start to notice, I see this happen in a lot of people and also in myself, where as you've been consciously manifesting for a certain period of time, you'll start to go, why isn't it here yet? Am I doing something wrong? Is there a block that I need to identify? So-and-so was able to get their manifestation in 3 months. It's been 9 months for me. How come this isn't happening? And you start to question your power. You start to question your process. You might even start to question whether manifestation is actually real and if it works, if you're doing the right thing. Like I said, if you have any hidden blocks. So you're then putting on all these new limiting beliefs, and that counts as you wavering. That counts as you focusing on the old story because you're very much focused on the fact that, fuck, it's not here yet. What am I doing wrong? I need to fix this. So just be careful with that because that can really slip people up where they're doing the work, but they're noticing the fact that even though they're doing the work, it's not here yet. And therefore, dominantly focusing on the fact that it's not here yet. Okay, number three, have you become a new person? Manifestation is all about embodiment, becoming the version of you who has what you want. So have you actually changed how you're dominantly seeing things, changed your assumptions? If I were to say, okay, close your eyes, think about your SP right now. What are the thoughts that instantly come into your mind? If I were to say, okay, now think about money. What's the story you have about money in your mind? Like, how are you seeing yourself? How are you showing up on a day-to-day basis? When you're waking up in the morning, are you going, oh my God, here's another day. Like, I don't have my manifestation. My person's not here yet. The money's not here, yada, yada, yada. That's really not you embodying the new version, the new state of being that you want to be in. There's a level of like confidence, stability, which I want to kind of talk to. That's another point in regards to stability. There's a level of confidence, stability. There's kind of a little bit of a savage, like I really don't give a fuck what the 3D is showing me because I'm so detached to it that I know I'm God of my reality. I will get what I want. So 3D, you'll catch up. It's all good. Reassure yourself. I think that's a big thing that you might need to do on your journey if you feel like it's been a long period of time, is to remind yourself that you're doing everything perfectly. But that is a totally other different story. Okay, the next thing. Have you focused on stability? How are you feeling throughout the day? Because the version of you, if you become a new version of you, the state of consciousness, the state of being where you know you have what you want or you know you're going to get what you want, whichever tense you want to play with, is going to be chill, is going to be relaxed most of the time. It's going to be like, yeah, I don't need to stress. I know I'm getting this thing tomorrow, or I know I'm in this relationship, or I know this is going to happen. Like, you're not going to be so on edge and so hyper-focused and micromanaging everything. That's another thing I haven't even written down. Are you micromanaging your movement? I believe I've spoke about this in a number of videos, but it's one thing to celebrate your movement, and it's another thing entirely to be like, okay, 3 weeks has gone by and this is what has happened. And on the 3rd of the 3rd, this is what has happened. And I got a message here on this day and this time, and you're so like focused on the unfolding of everything. And for me personally, that doesn't resonate with living in the end, because this is all the middle. The end is the end goal of whatever it is, however far along the journey you want to go, whether that is you're breaking it up in steps or whether you're focusing on the end of whatever the manifestation is. I intend you understand what I mean. But if you're so hyper-focused and hyper-vigilant on all the little things that are unfolding, and you're very aware if your 3D is conforming at the rate at which you deem acceptable, or you're so aware of the unfolding because you're like, but I've been doing all this work, so I need to make sure that everything is like unfolding quickly. It's like, no. That's not living in the end. I don't want you doing that. Celebrate the movement when it comes and when you notice it, but don't be like on the lookout for it. That's a whole other thing. That is an extra bonus point, I would say. Okay, so my second last thing is, are you reinforcing who you are? Do you actually believe that you are God of your reality? And are you reinforcing that belief that when things come up in the 3D or you're noticing things that you don't like, are you like, I don't need to stress about this. I don't give a fuck whether 6 months, 9 months has gone by, whether this has happened, they said this situation's happened. I don't need to stress, because that's part of the old version of me and I'm embodying a new version of me. I know I am the creator. I know manifestation starts and ends with me. I know life is happening through me, not to me. Everything is working out. Are you reinforcing that belief to yourself on a daily basis? Sometimes it can be a moment-to-moment basis, depending on how triggered you are. And that's why, going back to my stability point, are you focusing on your stability? Are you feeling calm? Are you utilizing meditation, breath work? Do you have structure and a routine to your day? Because the version of you, going back to embodiment, because this all ties in together, the version of you who knows that you have what you want or is going to get what you want wouldn't be stressing about if it's unfolding quickly or is it in the 3D yet. You'd just be going, living your life, reinforcing these new beliefs, enjoying basking in your imagination, whether that's through affirmations, inner conversations, whether that's just deciding you're in the state, doing visuals, whatever your conscious technique is, you would just be enjoying that and you would be getting on with life and doing what you need to do. My last point, only you can decide when it's final. Only you can decide if your manifestation has failed. Manifestation is perfect. So if you're focusing on time and you're going, well, a year has gone by, 6 months, 9 months, a year and a half has gone by, I must be doing something wrong. My manifestation has failed. This isn't working. You're the only one who can decide that. No one else. No one can tell you whether your manifestation has failed or not. Since when are we looking at the 3D and allowing that to dictate whether we get something or not? That's the whole point of conscious manifestation, is that we're creating something that is unseen, that is not in this present reality. As Neville Goddard says, we need to deny our senses. So you get to make that final call. If you truly believe that your word is so powerful because you're the creator and everything is happening through you, then your decision to be like, fuck, well, my manifestation's, it's failed. It didn't work. Manifestation isn't real. You saying that, that's you going back to that old story. That's you deciding, that's you selecting a version of you who doesn't have what you want. You've totally got this, okay? See where you might need to improve on, okay? Be honest with yourself. And at the same time, because you can hold duality, hold the knowing that you are getting what you want or you already have what you want. So be honest with yourself. Like, are you actually sticking to things? Are you really becoming a new person? Are you changing those beliefs? And actually trust that this is all unfolding. I am so looking forward to seeing you over on Instagram. Come and follow me there. You will see all the behind the scenes, what I'm up to on a daily basis. And if you want to dive deeper into my world, all the details for one-on-one and my different offers will be down in the description below. I will see you next week. Be kind to yourself. You've got this. Remember, you're in charge. So Please fucking don't forget that. Don't forget that. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Toodles. Bye.